The very first enemy you encounter in Gothic will absolutely rage bait you.
Yeah, I just got two-tapped by a mole rat.
Most modern RPGs treat you like you're that guy. In Gothic, you're not that guy. One small misclick can end up with you getting one-shotted by a random NPC, and then every single time they will absolutely rob you and tell you to reflect on your actions.
Bruh. No shot. I didn't mean to do that. You let it.
Gothic will give you a false sense of improvement, letting you think the game is getting easier or you're getting better. Then it'll punch you right in your mouth and bring you back to reality just for you to come back for another round.
1, 2, 3. Poke. All right, one more hit. We should do it. 1, 2, 3.
No way. Imagine if Skyrim threw you into prison, took away the power fantasy, and forced you to earn every bit of respect through struggle. That's basically what Gothic is all about. This game is beautiful. I mean, look at some of these landscapes. Gothic has some insane ambience when it comes to environmental immersion. The overall vibe of the game is actually one of the many aspects that made me more immersed the longer I played. The different NPCs that you encounter will not treat you like a video game main character. They will look down on you and they don't respect anything about you.
I want to become. Then you should find yourself a nice spot of sunlight. You know what I mean.
The gameplay is surprisingly good for how hard it is in the early game. Gothic really doesn't hold your hand at all, especially when it comes to combat. All of the enemies hit hard and you really have to learn attack pattern. Being patient pays off, but leveling up and training different skills feel incredibly rewarding every single time you progress.
Need to get some XP. You're first on the list. What? You're first on the list. Yeah, eat that arrow. No, don't run at me. No. All right. I don't care if it's 1. I don't care if it's 2. I don't care if it's 3. Jump at me. I'm gonna swing. Oh my God, he's moving. Oh my God.
Ouch. Didn't see that come. You should really think about joining up with us.
Something I find to be really unique is the leveling system. You can't just place points into a skill tree as soon as you level up. You have to find someone who can teach you the skill you want to learn. If you want to get better at melee combat, casting spells, or archery, you have to find an individual to train you in those specialties. At this point in the game, I'm level 5 or 6 with one-handed melee training and pretty decent gear. But if I get caught lacking even slightly, these low-level enemies can easily kill me in just a few hits. Now, I am playing my game on hard, which makes resources scarce and leveling up slower. So every encounter is just infinitely harder. Moving on to another aspect that I really love about this game, it does not hold your hand at all. Exploration is fully immersive. There are no waypoints. When you talk to NPCs, you better hope they can guide you in the general direction of your task, or you will get lost. But sometimes that's kind of fun. There will be times where you run in circles trying to find one specific NPC to talk to, and that can be frustrating, but this game definitely rewards those that are more curious and are willing to put in the extra time to kind of figure out where they're going rather than look it up or have a waypoint guide them exactly where they need to be. One thing that I think Gothic does infinitely better than RPGs like Skyrim, The Witcher 3, or even Elden Ring is that I actually feel like I am in the game and fully immersed in my role. I am extra careful about what I buy and how I spend my learning points. I am also careful about when and how I traverse the colony. But ultimately, even though I'm not playing on permadeath mode, I really try my best not to die because I value my life. And if you forget to save, you are risking the chance of losing a lot of progression. With that being said, I do have a few issues with the Gothic remake. Number 1, there are performance issues. On PC specifically, I have noticed when you talk to NPCs, you lose a significant amount of frames, which is probably just an Unreal Engine 5 thing. Number 2, Getting ganked by enemies is almost always a death sentence, especially in the early game. And number 3, I don't like that the game locks you out of incomplete side quests after you join a faction. I mean, I understand why that happens with the premise of the game, but that forces a new player to do everything before fully choosing a faction to join, mainly so you can maximize the amount of XP you get. And it's very important to level up. To conclude my first impressions as someone completely new to the franchise, I need to answer 3 major questions. The first one, and probably the most important, is am I having fun? Short answer, hell yeah. But that may not be the case for many gamers, specifically because the game is genuinely difficult, but I love a challenging game. The second question, would I recommend Gothic? Absolutely. If this style of game is something you like, it is worth the price of $50, in my opinion. But if you are on the fence, it wouldn't hurt to wait for a Steam sale. The third and final question is, am I excited to keep playing? The biggest sign a game is doing something right is when you can't stop thinking about logging back in and playing more. And all I've been thinking about is getting back into Gothic and exploring every nook and cranny in the colony. Just a snippet of how relentless this game is. I thought I could go and rest and everybody in camp wouldn't be mad at me still, but they literally waited until I woke up to beat my ass. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I usually upload multiple videos every week. Look forward to hearing from you in the comments below.